is this sorcery?
I don't know. You thought you were like milk bending or some shit.
Milk bending?
Milk bending.
Worst power ever.
No. Whoa!
You're gonna only bend milk?
Remember that video by Freddie Wan where Milk had this fucking Milkman.
Mars.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
You seem perturbed.
Are we recording?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
It's a roll call, man.
Is everyone ready?
Okay.
All right. Was George ready?
All right. So we are here to talk about our 4 years of college.
I doubt it.
And this is the last. Well, it's probably the second to last video for the College XP channel because I'm probably going to record a graduation.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
No, I meant video-wise.
Video-wise?
Why?
No. Why?
It's a podcast.
It's a
Yeah, the
podcast.
camera's right here.
But you know,
Yeah, yeah.
on YouTube, even if it's a podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I have a list of questions
Oh,
that I'm going to ask you guys,
I'm down.
and some are corny, and some aren't.
Some will make you feels.
Somewhere Josh here.
Please
And
listen.
we're missing
right
Tom. We're missing Tom, so
The 4
someone's
years
gonna
that
have to answer his question for him.
Alright, I got it.
Okay, so let's go around the table, and the first question is, what is your name and where are you from?
Wow.
Originally?
Sam will go first.
I fail.
Well,
Well, I'm Sam. I'm originally from Jersey, New Jersey.
I thought you were from North Carolina, liar.
No, my parents moved there, fuckhead. Calm down.
Oh,
This
man.
guy's dark
Well,
fast.
wait, let's all remember, my mom is gonna be watching this.
Oh, even better.
So if we can-
Welcome
if we
to-
can-
Oh, it's a
It's
Chalvin!
Charlie!
George, that's all I remember. We're also all college students.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck it.
Okay, so
Well,
Adam, you're
anyway.
next.
Well, Miss
That
Minge,
gets the
Way to say his
sorry,
name.
but we're pretty much
Put it-
college students.
Hooded shadow creature, you're next.
Hey guys, I'm Tam, and I like chicken parm, and what the fuck? Where are you from, Tom? Where?
Where's where?
Nope, not doing this.
It's definitely not Delaware.
Wow.
It's not even 5 minutes in.
So are you at the first round of eliminations yet?
Yeah.
I vote Josh. All who agree, say aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
What?
Aye. Alright, I'm Adam Ortiz, and I'm from New York.
I'm Matt. I'm from literally everywhere.
So, what was the longest you resided at one house?
Probably 4 years.
Impressive.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
I'm Bear. From the woods. Centered around Chicopee, Massachusetts.
It's not that sad. I'm Charlie. I am from New York at this point, pretty much. But that's all I need to know.
What the fuck? I thought you were Canadian!
I thought you were from California. So, there goes that
Canadian,
question.
Californian.
We're gonna join the Bloods when we go home. I don't know if I want to do that.
Where in New York?
I mean, Charles was a lot of blue.
What?
On Long Island.
Oh man, now I'm sad I'm not going back to
So
Jersey.
that's not really New York.
Yeah.
Here, that's part of it. I'm Casey. I'm from Beverly, Massachusetts.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, you're next.
I'm Josh.
That's usually how a circle works.
I'm from Delaware. How are you? We don't know what circles are.
Don't have those in Delaware.
That's pretty good.
Well, you're squaring off.
Oh my gosh.
Last but definitely not least,
Oh no, definitely.
I'm Nathan.
What about George?
From
They can't see your
Yeah, dude, I haven't went yet.
no,
I like
George.
doing these. As I try to do it, I was like, he's doing these motions that you can't see.
Yes, it's the point of podcast.
You gotta talk.
You
And
said
then
where you're
I have a
from?
lot of good
I
hands.
said I'm from Akron, Ohio.
Okay.
Ohio, son.
And I am George, and I am from Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so next question is,
What?
what were you expecting when you came to Becker?
To be
That's a great
miserable,
question.
to be miserably alone and not make any friends.
Aww.
That's actually pretty close. I was like, I'm never gonna make friends here.
That was basically what.
Not a bad attitude.
Are you just gonna increase that for every pun I make?
That one's
Start making hashes. You're gonna be here all night.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I pretty much thought the same thing, basically. I was like,
It was just one of
I'm
those.
gonna make sure I'm probably gonna have no friends. Just gonna kind of focus on work, and then Daylon came along and
Oh, okay.
he screwed everything up for me.
Forgot about that.
Well, if you remember correctly, if you remember correctly, orientation, he invited you, Matthias, into our room to sleep over.
Oh, yeah,
you were
Matthias was
totally
a
fine
person.
with it.
No, I was like, okay,
The
whatever.
best thing about
We all hung
orientation
out that
is
entire day and had
I
fun.
met both of these kids. Did not think I would be friends with them. Because I was like,
I don't even remember names.
I didn't even remember you. in
That
the
whole thing.
orientation.
I remember Daylon with
Good
Thayers,
orientation.
but like you two, I'm like these nerds.
Oh yeah. I
No, at orientation, I'm just like, can I just leave, please? I hate these things. They're so stupid.
I mean, when I first came here, I was like, you know how like animes they have a high school debut? I was like, this is gonna be my college debut. I'm gonna make a name for myself. Everyone's gonna love me.
Episode 1. We went to
And then pretty much went like that. So
Mission accomplished.
I had a goal and I achieved it. People know who I am.
Freshman year was fantastic when it first started. I think a lot
And it
of.
all went downhill.
Well, yeah, I was friends with.
I hated Jim.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be start work, don't make friends, and that's it. Because I was going to school for game design, but I didn't see any gamers until later. But then
You didn't
after-
see any gamers. Our entire floor was gamers.
Yeah, for I didn't know that going in. I thought the question was, what did we think going in freshman year? So, like everyone else, my
You
friends.
thought you were all by yourself.
Yeah, and then I became the most popular.
I'm the only
in the world
person who
because I was the best.
drove the farthest, had a plan, and executed it. Please tell me I'm not the only one.
What?
You are.
What?
Yeah, you
I
are.
had a plan and then executed it
What was your plan?
to make myself known.
Who are you?
What is a plan?
Yes,
My
sure,
plan
sure.
was just to go to Bacon and Planet Cross and make games, and I accomplished that. So yeah.
Kind of.
Hey, I make
My goal was
Are
to
you still playing
graduate.
lacrosse?
I made games before I came.
I did all 4 years of college lacrosse, so therefore I did accomplish that.
Okay, there you go.
I knew nothing going in. Freshman year was awesome, and then after that, I kind of want to kill myself because I had Jem for a roommate.
Yeah.
That happened.
I warned you. I warned you, and you
I
didn't.
know.
I'm sorry.
So what about you guys?
We have like a general hatred for him.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting for everything to be super awkward and to actually learn things. I was wrong about
Nothing was awkward, and you learned nothing. That was the best. That's the best.
Sounds about the same.
That's like the worst
pretty
kind of
accurate.
positive thing. It's like, yeah, I made a lot of friends.
Learn college is a waste of time.
Council Magnums.
Whoa.
Never said
That sounded weird,
Do
man.
not say jokes they will not understand.
I'm not doing this for a podcast. I'm doing this.
I like mangoes.
Oh my god.
Mangoes are great. Good fruit. Right
Go
there.
make yourself.
I like baguettes. I don't know about you.
Oh.
Baguettes. You put some mangoes in the baguette? That's just
And I'm
off the
gone.
charts. Okay, see you later.
Big Bear.
Bye-bye.
What'd you expect when you first got here? Come on.
Come on, Big Man. You knew I was gonna be here.
Oh, big
Can't get
one.
worse than
Oh,
that.
I don't. Blah, 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 blah.
Agreed.
Continue.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, that's 3. Oh man.
And Josh is up to 3 now.
Oh yeah, that's 3. Eh?
I'm gonna try to set a record tonight.
See?
See,
He even took my suggestion.
So what do you expect, Big Bear?
I expected to get fat and never to meet people because orientation is the suckiest thing ever. So I didn't meet a single one of you guys.
Yeah, neither did I.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Every time me and Charlie are just like, we met, but we didn't meet.
In the same group at orientation.
Yeah.
And we did not say a word to each other.
No man.
Look at this nerd over here.
I met Matt Watt.
And then like 3/4 of the way through freshman year, I went, wait a second, I thought I know you.
I
We were in the same
recognize your
room.
face.
Through
I didn't meet
pictures, and
you.
we're
I met
like,
that wife. We played Claire.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I met all of you and I thought it was weird. And I met this kid in algebra and we raced to see who could finish algebra first. And now
oh, Tatova?
Oh, yeah.
Nerds!
Oh, yeah.
Third party.
I got like
over there.
100 in that class.
Exactly.
No, actually, I
You
had
suck.
100.
I got like 104.
I got 100 on the test, and it
110.
brought my average down to like a 98.
I get a perfect score on a test and it would lower your grade.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
I
things.
had Marzillo, so I just had to study, but I didn't.
You got
You
to
must
study.
study.
I just practiced Japanese the entire.
Fucking love him.
That was
See,
my.
I didn't have any of those general education classes you kids had.
It's because
You got advanced education in Delaware somehow.
I learned what a circle was.
Communicated.
Sorry,
We
sir.
learned about farms.
They're pronounced rotaries.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Roundabouts.
You want to move on to the next question?
He's so mad.
Charlie, do you want to answer the question?
Or
What were you expecting?
after our orientation story.
And you came all the way from California.
I don't know. I don't know what I expected. I guess I expected to make friends with like people in my dorm and my roommate, but the people in my dorm all sucked.
And
Never
then you
actually
came
showed
over
up. So
That is a good segue. That's a good segue to our next question.
Maple third
which
floor.
was, who were your freshman year roommates?
Oh boy.
Maple third floor best.
And are they all
floor.
still here today?
yeah, I didn't have one.
Yeah.
Neither did I.
You were my roommate.
Oh, I had
on
a
the
single
weekends.
I was your roommate on
I-
the weekends. That's true.
I had the traitor.
The trade, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
We do not speak his name.
I actually went to
He's a
Logan
person.
Sun with him and his thing that he has.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
Creature.
So
You have one of those?
He'll probably listen to this and be like,
Yeah. Those guys.
He already said fuck you guys. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Okay.
Listen.
So you were single. Adam,
You're
who
the
were
one
your
who sounded
roommates?
I had my own room, and I would.
So I had the two most known roommates of all time. I had
Fuck.
Thomas Poole, which you all know and love, and I had
Sure.
Here.
and I had Mad Gemma, which you all.
Let's not talk about it.
No offense, Gemma. Back then
we
we
sure
hated
know
you if
him.
you didn't.
well, me and
I
Matt.
still-
we had a special thing
You
going.
punched a hole through the window, Gemma.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty funny.
Okay, so I kicked him. I kicked him in the face.
We messed with his computer so much.
Made him punch through the window.
Put
I
gay
roasted
porn
him
on
in
his
the hallway.
computer.
I still remember the huge
Yeah.
black blowjob.
Whoa! What did I miss?
No, we just like put gay porn on the background of his lap of his computer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember.
And we'd be like, oh, it's so funny.
Mom.
Yeah.
It was George's idea to use black people instead of just normal penises.
Very, very creative.
I was
Yeah.
like, what's the difference? And George was like, they're fucking huge.
There's everything.
You're so big and veiny.
Every different.
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
Whoa.
Okay.
Number
Yeah,
The darker
boy.
overall color means less eye strain when you're using your computer.
It's eco-friendly.
Exactly.
I took down your door because of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that
You almost did a lot of things that
You
year.
tried to fight me once
forever
too.
slightly
Oh.
ajar after
Yeah.
Big Bear decided to tackle it.
I think my favorite thing was when Adam went through the window that was above the door to get into the door.
And we were all trying to do it.
And then Gemma tried and he broke it.
It's
And
that.
then Johnny did it like every weekend.
Oh, dude, I would wake up and he'd be like, he'd just come in with a new game. Like Dead Space 2 came out and he'd climb through the window and I'm like, what game is this? Dead Space 2. I'm like, alright, cool. And I'd roll over and go back to bed while some black guy was playing games on my Xbox. No
worked
offense,
out
I love
great.
you, Johnny.
So Big
Worked
Bear,
out great.
whose was yours?
You skipped Matt.
Wait, I thought you already said.
You
No.
keep keeping that alive.
Matt and Nate said it at the same time. I
We were
thought.
swagging it up in our room.
You know? or like, hey, Supernatural? Yeah.
You also
And
have
then
the
Kate-
hottest
Games,
room.
anime? Yeah.
then
Hell's
Kate
Kitchen.
would come
Yeah,
sleep in
Hell's
your
Kitchen, of
room.
course.
And then 4 years later, I'm like, hey, Supernatural, you guys, no, screw you.
Wait, don't forget, you guys had the infamous cake one coming to sleep in your bed.
Oh,
That was a
thing.
That was so mad.
Those times, me, Charlie, and K-Quan.
And the legend.
Before I was friends with you guys the most, I was friends with Charlie, K-Quan, and Cupcakes. That was it.
I think Cake One was a thing.
No, he would.
K-Kwan would literally be at the door of our freaking dorm, which sounds weird to say.
And he
it-
would text literally everyone.
Yeah.
Open the door.
Hey, open
I
the
never
door.
gave him my
Open the
number.
door.
But he was fun. He threw up in our bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Me and Deion helped clean it up while he slept. Okay, Tom. All right, let's get something straight. Tons of people slept in your bed freshman year. a passed out, thrown up K-Quan was one of them.
On the plus side, you slept in George's bed once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't speak of that. Hey, Big Bear, what's going on?
I slept in it so hard.
Shut up.
Yeah, someone was hard in that bed.
Okay.
Okay, Big Bear.
There you go.
On to the next person.
I'll let you do the honors.
Oh shit.
Okay, Big Bear. Who were your
15
roommates?
minutes.
You had the best roommates.
He did.
Well, the first
I
one
remember
never showed
playing
up.
one.
The second
Oh
one.
yeah, that's right.
The second one just stayed in the turret, which would have been the best place for freaking entertainment ever.
Oh
Like
yeah.
a table.
That was a cool room. The whole thing.
And that was
And then he left college.
That why?
Yeah.
We're knocking out
I remember his name.
You understand? Big Bear. It was bigger than mine. It was in a locker.
Who told me that? Was
Inside
it
a
you that told me he
cave,
left?
inside a
Yeah.
different planet in a different universe.
It's not our room.
It's over there.
And then he
And
left.
he had to search really hard for it.
Those are some dark days.
He's
And
like,
then
And the other Nate, right?
And then Nate Lindo. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the best.
Yeah.
He was pretty chill.
He was a
my favorite.
Dude, I remember when
He
I
was a
freshman
person.
year, I was the RR. Does anyone remember?
and then there was Chronic.
Nope.
Oh my god!
He shot me in the eye.
Oh my.
Shot you in the eye.
Yeah, we were playing zombies.
Oh, was that dark gun?
He shot me in the eye while I was
Yep.
playing the game. When we had the Nerf guns and shit, I was just playing the game, and all of a sudden he shot me in the fucking eye with the Nerf gun.
No
I was
wonder,
like, oh, okay.
no wonder you're a hateful person now. That was the most cheerful person. No, not. I hate everyone.
And on that day,
And on that,
And on that
Forever
day.
changed.
oh, it's okay.
How many pool sticks did he break?
All of them.
All of them.
None of
literally
mine.
all of it.
He's the reason we didn't get any more pool sticks from the
Yo,
school.
Chronic, I love you, my nigga, but listen. You got anger issues.
Oh man.
Okay. So who's next?
Charlie.
Charlie?
No, Charlie said.
No,
No, he didn't.
He said about his two roommates that were never there.
Yeah, I don't know, my roommate never showed up. So then, I guess Chronic stayed with me for like a weekend.
And so you left us for like a weekend, and then got kicked out of ours, and then you got banned.
And then I had another roommate who was supposed to show up, and that never happened. Whoops. And
then shower time.
So you were pretty much by yourself.
And then eventually I did get a roommate. I think his name was like Jamal or something. But he already lived on campus. He just like moved from one dorm to another.
Okay.
What did he do with
We
you,
never
Charlie?
really talked. He just watched BET a lot. And
Well, that explains everything.
Jamal watching
hung out with you
BET.
guys.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we were like your second home. We were actually more like your first home.
Yeah, right?
It was everyone's first home.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yo, Maple was the
Everyone's first
best.
Maple was.
We had a fucking
I go
awesome.
We
back
were
in time
all
all
on the
the
third
time.
floor, and then the girls would come upstairs and try and take our food, and we were like, nah, fuck you, you just want our food.
I threw ramen at one once.
Two of them sat on me when I was trying to sleep.
Sat on you.
I think I remember that.
Did you wake up and like,
I
I'm a
was about
bear?
to kill someone.
I just remember them being super loud and fighting all the time.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
they blamed us for the electricity going off all the time, even though they had hair dryers galore.
I blame them for the hobo stealing our stuff.
How many?
Oh, that's
stories-
next.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
That's the question directly for you. When
Okay.
that comes to okay.
Questions,
And then
Say
who,
about it.
your roommate was
I already said.
okay.
I didn't do mine.
Okay, who was your roommate, Josh?
You.
Yeah, and mine
George.
was you.
And then Daylon, who
And then
flipped around and did a bunch of cool stuff.
And then he left us forever.
Rest in peace,
That
Flipperoonies.
that why is convinced that Daylon is just a shared hallucination.
Yeah, my
We
favorite,
all did.
my favorite
Never
thing with
existed.
Daylon.
That is our story that we're gonna make a game out of one day.
My
10 years
favorite-
from now, we're gonna come back and we're like, Daylon, this is
I
our
hate that
piece
guy.
to you.
My favorite thing with Daylon is we would stay up till like 4 in the morning talking philosophically about all the most random things ever.
Oh my
Yeah.
And then
We did that one
Daylon
morning.
had like a clinic where
That was
people
a
would
fun
come
day.
by and talk to us
yeah.
about their problems. We'd be like, Tell us how that makes you feel.
Yeah.
I s-
You and him were
Please talk.
doctors, and I was the nurse.
I
Yeah.
still to
God.
this day have no idea who Tim is.
Josh, you're still an asshole.
Tim?
Remember that
'Cause
day where
that's when
I remember that.
Huh?
talking about
That
Tim
progressed
and I had no idea who that was.
And then you became
And
a
he
doctor.
tried getting me to figure out who it was, but he would never actually tell me who it was. And you guys all knew. I did not.
It
I
was
have
probably
no idea who
Adam.
Tim is.
It was probably you.
What, me?
I remember one time when the other
Talking
Nate was
to.
coming into the house, and I was like, "Well, there goes the neighborhood."
I love Nate though. He would come in my. I love him. He'd come in my room and he'd be like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Playing Madden?
We're like playing Madden. He's like, "Yo, I love that game." And then he'd be like,
Nate
and
Lindo
then
was
I'd be
so
like,
high
"You
all
wanna
the
play?"
time.
Oh my god.
And then he would never come back.
He was a poster child for marijuana.
I love him, but he like bro smelled like dink. Like, yo.
24/7.
I'm like, yo.
I think you're thinking of the wrong
Yeah.
person.
No, he was like, hey, you got any want to eat? I'm like, here's my freaking Cheez-Its. Take them.
Hey, he did play Soul Calibur with you that one time.
Yeah. And then Chronic, we him play Tekken, and I was like, it was like 50-1. He's like, play another one. I'm like, bro,
Yeah, right?
you ain't gonna beat me.
And we played the shit out of M Plus.
Oh god, we played with Plus.
Plenty games
Like
like
Castle Crashers.
Okay, so the next question, so you were Matt's roommate. What was your first reaction to the floor we were on?
Ah,
For
shit.
the what?
I fucking
Your first reaction to the floor we were on. Before we knew
Fuck,
each
it's
other.
hot.
Where am I gonna store this TV?
Oh,
That's how we knew you. You were Matt with the big TV.
It was Matt TV in my
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
I was like, Matt TV.
It was Gemma, Matt Y, Matt Big TV, and Matt RA. Matt RA was the coolest RA.
He really was. He just disappeared off the face.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
Because he was like a vet or something, so he
No.
probably went over to the other campus.
He came into his room with all the bitches though.
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
I was like,
Every night there was a different girl.
Dude, he was such a
Adam,
G.
you know that extra bed that we had because nobody came in?
Yeah.
Like half the time he would use that to just massage every girl who he brought over. It's like, oh, what you doing? Oh, I'm giving her a massage. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
What was the question?
What was your first reaction to the floor we were on?
What?
It's really old in here.
That's a good feeling.
Oh, I get that feeling a lot.
Oh,
Sam, I know what my first reaction is. Am I the oldest one here? Which it was.
Yeah.
And then you found out that I was also older. And we're like, yay, we're the oldest people.
My
And
first
then I felt
reaction-
super old.
Freshman year was the best.
My first reaction was, where the hell are the outlets on my side of the room? Because all the outlets were on Daylon and Josh's side of the room, so I had to get like 5 extension cords to plug it into Josh's side and like shimmy it over the door onto my side. That was
Not a fire hazard.
no.
That was totally like.
Me and Nat's room, it was like, all right, I got this router. We gonna figure this out.
Actually, when we didn't have wireless internet.
We had one wired port. We're like, okay, we'll figure this out.
I didn't even know we needed the internet cable to go on the internet, so I didn't come with one. So so I had to go buy one. And I got like a 50-foot one, and then the next day they're like, "Oh, we have Wi-Fi." I'm like, "Cool."
My other reaction was, oh sweet, I got my own room.
Hey,
I really did not find out until you got here.
No. What? No, I really didn't. I was like, oh hey look, my room. It's only me.
They told me
having
I
it
had
naked
a
all the
special
time.
request.
My reaction was I looked in a Big Bear's room and go, wow, look at this huge room, and the other rooms are pretty nice too. Oh, look, I get a closet.
Because the room was the
I
size
feel
of
your
mine,
pain
and you
now.
had 2 people in there.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this a thing?
bad. That was real bad. I feel sorry for you guys so much.
I thought because I went before we were supposed to move in to see what the dorms was like.
Yeah, you said
and they let me in, and I thought our room was Big Bear's room, so I was sending Daylon and Josh pictures of your room, and then we came, and I was like, oh wait, this isn't our room. It's around the corner.
Our room is still pretty big though.
Yeah, it wasn't
that's
bad.
true. Okay, so what was your Adam and everyone else?
What was the question?
What was
Your
the
first
What was your
reaction.
first reaction?
Oh, I loved it. I saw everyone. I was like, oh my god, everyone's playing games. I was like, oh my god.
I
I'm not alone
I only
anymore.
played Gears of War.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I walked into his room. He had Gears of War. I was like, let's play Gears of War.
My reaction was, alright, I'm gonna sit here and play video games with the door open and see if anyone comes and hangs out. That's how I'm gonna make friends.
Just like a pedophile.
That's why. That's why my desk was right by the door.
Don't tell anyone.
Get into my van.
I believe I made a sign for
Yeah, the
for
Playhouse.
Sam. Sam's Playhouse.
Oh yeah!
Child.
Sam's Playhouse.
I made a lot of signs for some reason.
That was
I
fun.
still have yours that you drew of me.
Oh, the Big Bear one?
Yeah.
I remember that one.
I'm gonna frame it.
Good.
And then I have What Time It Is.
Don't worry, it's not even
I don't know where
recorded.
that came from.
Uh,
I
It's
think
been a staple ever
You
since.
said Blackberry.
Yeah.
Remember?
What?
Remember Blackberry? And you're like,
Yeah.
well, the Blackberry is actually a black guy named Barry.
Oh yeah. Like what
Oh
time
yeah.
it is?
What time it is? Yeah, that, I remember that now. That was
It's
fun.
about 30.
Hey Barry, what time it is?
What time?
If it's 5:30.
And then there was Nate's slave door.
Next
And
one.
then
Oh yeah,
the Domino's pizza.
that was the thing I had to pull off. My parents came up. I
Nate's slave door.
was like, I can't explain this in joke. This is one I can't explain.
Okay.
Wait, you gotta go with the rest of us.
I already did mine.
Oh, what?
What
Yeah.
was it?
I was the last
He was
one.
like, "Where am I gonna place this TV?"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We don't have to. We don't have to go on a
Me
search.
and my parents all went, "Woo, it's hot,"
Wait, who has it?
and we immediately went and got box fans. We were like, "We need fans." We need
Yeah, I was saying, I don't think we
Well,
know.
I mean,
Probably didn't.
Charlie kind of.
Doesn't matter. He joined us.
Okay.
Charlie, what was your first action when you got on the floor? Because think about it, he still had to come to the floor for the first time.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
I brought him over. I was like, you should come over. Was it?
And he was like,
Probably.
he was
That's
like,
probably exactly what you said.
Yeah. I think no. I remember. No, I now remember.
I should bring you over. Put you in
Because
my closet.
freshman year when we first started hanging out, I had more friends with the seniors. Well, juniors, Dave and Breeze.
yeah,
And stuff.
oh, they're
And I-
sophomores.
Oh, sophomores, whatever. And I was like, oh, you should all just come over to my room and we should all watch TV on mine, TV. And we watched some animated movie that was really weird.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Dead Leaves.
Yeah.
And
Dead Leaves was
I came in at the end of that.
That was my
Like,
first
why is
and
there
last anime.
everyone in the room.
That was my first anime that I've ever watched, and I was like, I'm never watching these.
That's a bad one to start on.
Yeah. But then, I think Charlie came over at one of those times I told he would come over. And then after that, it was just shower time and pancakes.
Pancakes.
Oh god.
It was pancakes.
What about you? Big Bear, did you answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next
So
question.
next
No, we
question.
didn't. Get it?
I didn't know one.
Oh, you
Big
did?
Bear didn't answer.
Me and Big Bear didn't answer.
I'm just sitting here quiet.
Oh, sorry. I can answer for him. I hate you guys.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Then what was it?
Who the fuck are these people?
I got it pretty good.
What's going on here?
Oh man.
What door?
My low morality clashed with his high morality, and soon I sucked it away from him.
You're the one who actually pulled me in. It's like, hey, how you doing? You guys playing hit? Oh my god, you guys are playing hit? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I remember that. I was in your guys' room when he said that.
Yeah, when
Mr.
you guys
MLG.
were
Oh,
playing-
yeah, Reach came out
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
all over that shit.
Me and Bibber just wrecked tournaments at Becker. Like, you heard these guys are pretty good at Halo. Me and Bibber are like, we got this. First place.
Nate, he's in the best room. Got it.
Yeah.
Alright, go to the next
So I
question.
know. I
Otherwise
did my
we-
first reaction.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
you!
Why is everyone taller than me?
We got a new one.
You're with me now, Sam.
Nope, it says Burns.
Burns
The burns will never be higher than the puns.
Burns at Josh.
I will be voted off before I'm burned off.
Alright, George, go.
He didn't say anything.
I'm not that forgettable a character.
Alright, go.
Wow.
Clearly, disagrees.
So, my first reaction was, I know Dallon and George. Fuck the rest of these guys because I haven't met any of them yet. So I'm trying to hang out with Dallon and George. And then as everyone's doors were open, I would walk around and sneak in like, you guys are playing games. They look pretty fun.
It's
And then we
Yeah.
Alright,
And on the day.
before we move on to the next
Josh.
thing.
Oh, man.
I looked at Josh and I was like, I don't like that kid.
way.
But listen, oh fuck, what was you were wearing that shirt for one of those bands you like? Starts with a
Oh,
B.
Avenged
Oh yeah.
The only one.
I never heard of what they sang before. So when he asked me what music we like, I was like, oh, I'm in Sevenfold. I love those guys. I was like, oh yeah. And it's funny because when I met Tom, I did the same thing. He emailed me, and I looked on his Facebook before I emailed him back, and he said he liked Rise Against. So I was like, I love Rise Against. I don't know who these bands are. I didn't know what bands were.
Yeah, that shirt that says your fucking nightmare on the back of it.
Oh, yeah, that
And I was
nice.
driving you. I was taking you back home. I
And
was
then I
like,
put on a jacket.
you can't wear that at my mom.
No, I was like, I know. Because I put on a jacket or another shirt on like over top of that one.
So when I first met Matt, I was like,
Man.
I had this kid is going to be like super douchey, or are you best friends?
I turned out to be a super douchey best friend.
I was like, I got the best of both worlds. I was like, oh man, he's an asshole, but I love him.
I think at first I thought Matt was
My
a
asshole.
handicap
Yeah, he's my
because he
asshole.
just never left his bed at all. I was like, oh look, there's Matt in his bed. And I come back from class, there he is.
You know,
I'm pretty sure you're probably just playing Unreal Tournament at that point.
Yeah,
I
Unreal
was.
Tournament and
Yeah.
Alan Wake
Oh yeah, Alan Wake was so good.
in Disgaea too.
Yeah, what is the
Pretty
next
good.
question?
Okay, the next question is,
Okay.
did you expect to make as much friends as you did the first semester?
No.
yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
No. Hell
Yes.
No. I expected maybe 1 or 2, not
Yeah.
what, 12?
12.
Like I said,
Yeah,
I
I
had a
expected
goal in
2 or
mind,
3.
and I achieved it.
I expected 2 or 3.
be as cool as you, Nate.
I'm sorry, I had to make sure that
Well,
everyone
see,
knew my name. The
I
first
had
year.
an idea
Should
like that
be.
with Nate, but it didn't happen until I saw all the people that played games, and I was like, I'm gonna make everyone friends. And I was like, we're going to dinner, and then after that, when everyone was hungry, I made sure we ordered pizza. We had game tournaments for like 2 weeks, and then that stopped forever.
Then Black Ops.
Like everything.
Okay, all I wanted to do was play gun game. I didn't even like the main modes. I'm like, I was going to play gun game.
Gun game was so much fun.
Because it was like, I remember you could play Counter Strike with COD physics.
I remember, I remember tomahawking you and just hearing down the hall.
Those are the best.
One in the chamber.
I want to find
The
you.
girls would come up. You guys are being loud. No!
No.
You're being a total bitch.
God damn it. We had to take one off the boats.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Instead of one of both, Sam, give her to that bird.
No.
So now it's up.
Okay,
So now it's
put
up
it
to
back
8.
on. Put it back on.
It's now up to 8.
Hey, where did the other 3 come from?
Burns
You
are
can't- we
So
give
you
you
cut
one
it in
milk.
half.
See,
For
perfect example. You give him an inch, you'll take it a mile. We gave him an inch. He's like, I want all of them off.
Yeah, all of them. I just said give her to the bird.
Complete veto.
Okay. So are we ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Did anyone
What?
have sex on your bed?
Shut
What
up.
was,
Wow.
what was your first? What did I say?
Jordan, like,
George's like reading his questions.
Introducing
What was your...
Oh, what was? That's not what that says. What was your favorite thing that happened freshman year?
Dude, I have
Favorite thing that happened freshman year?
I can't.
Can I say the entire year? I mean...
There were so
Yeah.
many.
that's the cliche answer.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Oh.
You gotta pick one thing.
I could.
I know
just
something
try to
that
find
people could
one.
use. Does anybody remember like some of the nights we would just spend like, oh hey, let's just sleep together in the freaking like in somebody's room? Okay.
Yep.
Like we slept in your Tom and Matt's room.
That's the only room we ever slept in.
Yeah, no one ever slept in my room.
I
That
saw the
was
big
creepy
room.
because I was the only one who lived in there.
No, you had humongous tin can pyramid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this was
That was
before
big.
that.
Yeah, this was way before that
Oh,
though.
is it?
Yeah, this is a
I don't know.
That didn't happen
I
till
don't
right
really
before
talk to you
Christmas.
guys.
That was like end of November
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
that we did that.
I think my,
did that.
I
then
think
we
my
did
favorite
that.
moment was the tons of underage drinking.
We did do that.
Yes, but
I don't know what you're
specifically
talking about.
But
Yeah, I
specifically the
know.
first night where
I never drank.
where I was like, I don't like Jack Daniels. So,
Oh my God.
I,
No.
I was completely sober.
No, we're not gonna go here.
And this kid was hammered while watching Man on Fire, and he's like,
Hold on, it was you, me.
and the guy who name will not be spoken.
Okay. It was just the 3 of us?
Yeah.
No, Josh was there.
Yeah, Juice.
What?
Way to call.
Were you? Were you watching Man on Fire with us on my
I don't
bed?
think I watched Man on
Yeah.
Fire, but I did drink with you guys a few times.
Yeah, that was, we did it a couple times after with him, but the
Oh.
first night it was just us three, And
Like
Sam
a
over here
handle guy.
decided that he was going to spew it out. He's like, Nate,
Oh my gosh.
I think you're annoying. But you're a nice guy. You deserve a good girlfriend. I proceeded to like lay halfway on his bed and pass out like 10 minutes later. And I'm like, I'm gonna leave. Because at that point, man, Pirates almost over. I'm like,
That was a good night.
Yeah, it was a good night.
That was a fun night. That was a fun night.
I love that movie.
No.
I don't even remember seeing the ending. We got like halfway through and I was just gone. It was bad.
Denzel Washington kills everyone.
He has a gun in every movie he's in.
All right, next
Who was
person.
who was it? Yeah, who was
Matt, you know.
For what?
Favorite
moment.
moment?
favorite moment of freshman year?
Not me trying to knock over your TV.
He's like, this
We
guy.
weren't even friends.
Oh yeah, I hated Adam.
After a while, I tried to get him to like me, and then after a while, I was like, yo, I'm gonna just fucking make him hate me forever.
And that's what made
Success.
that's
Next year
what made
came
him
around,
like
I was
you.
like, stop.
And now you guys are roommates.
Huh?
I roomed with almost everyone here.
This sounds pretty scandalous. Do you mind telling
You
you?
whore! That was my plan. I was like, who haven't I roomed with yet? We're roommates now.
I was like, you like Metal Gear Solid? Yeah. Wanna bang?
Bang, okay.
Anyone else?
I'm trying to remember what mine is because there's so many things that happened freshman year.
Yeah, let's make it clear. There's so many amazing events. I just picked a highlight. The better question has been, what's one of your favorite highlights of the freshman year? Because I could name so many right now that we'd probably like be here all night.
6 hours later.
You can say another one because I can't think of one.
I can't go to the
You know, I think I got a pretty good one.
If I can go,
Hey, go ahead.
I think it was the same night, but when Sam stumbled into George and Josh's room.
Oh,
for-
no.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. They were basically hiding.
Majority of
at some point.
I couldn't find my keys the next day.
Yeah.
I was freaking out. I'm like, what happened to my keys?
Was that the night that you were supposed to go to paintball the next day?
Yeah, no, I was going shooting with my friend the next
Yeah,
day.
and I was like, Sam, it's today.
And I'm like, holy crap, is it today? Oh, I gotta go. Guys, where are my keys? I gotta go.
No.
And then me and
If I
Daylon
can-
took your keys.
If I can change mine. It was the one time where Adam got fucked up on cold medicine or something, and he was like acting really drunk / high.
Sorry.
And I think we convinced him that he was raped.
Was I?
Whoa.
I don't remember this night now.
I don't remember that either.
There's probably a reason you
I
don't remember
remember.
that.
I remember that night where I was. I drank the wrong medicine bottle.
Yeah.
And then it tasted good, and I had nothing to drink.
So you drank the.
So I was like,
Seven?
damn it, I'm fucking thirsty. I'm just gonna have a little bit more. I kept drinking it, and I was
There's
like,
your
oh,
first
this is
problem.
fine. It was awesome. I don't remember that.
I just remember you walking into the room, your face is like completely red.
Dude, I don't remember that what happened that night, but I do remember drinking that much.
Yeah.
See,
I never got sick though.
My favorite memory was when we were hanging out, doing our kind of thing in our room with me and George and Daylon.
Gross.
And then Adam came in and was like, so you remember this one person that Jim was hanging out with all the time, right? And they came back and they were watching a movie. And they brought back this other guy. I don't even remember who he was. And we were just like, you know what? We're just going to go fucking ruin this movie right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we had a roommate.
Oh, man.
Gemma, we love you. But yeah, that's probably.
With a huge asterisk next to it.
I said to avoid names because.
No, yeah, I think that was but I think that was one of our best nights though because
That was hilarious.
we didn't like Gemma, but for that night we
banded.
We did something
We
good.
were a band of
Yeah, we were good to him. So. I can't say.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So real quick, I'll sum it up. So Gemma liked a girl. You guys know what
Who's
girl?
the girl? Oh.
We all know this girl. You like this girl. I like this girl once.
You all like this girl.
Oh,
Me
Adam,
and Daylon looked at him
Adam.
like, yeah.
You were wondering who the girl was, right? Huh? You said who's the girl?
No, I know
No.
who it is now. Never mind.
Yeah.
So
The one I complained about.
So listen.
That's your question.
Okay.
That's the next one.
Yeah.
It's
So you
pretty
continue your
obvious.
story.
Yeah, but
Oh.
she came after like she
Sweet. someone else.
We were through what we had, and then
yeah.
Gemma still liked her, but she came over with a guy and wanted to stay over after drinking in our room, and I'm like, why? So he was upset about it, but he didn't. Well, he wanted to be a good guy and let her stay over, which I was fine with. But like, once he started crying, I had to go in and mess things up a little bit for them. So
Who was the guy?
Didn't Josh break up with Kayla?
Yeah.
For a period of time.
That's our. And so. And that will segue us to the next question.
Wait. Rethought mine. My favorite memory, non-memory, is me choking the shit out of Gemma because I don't remember it, but apparently it happened.
Okay.
According to Adam.
I need to sum up this memory.
It's okay, so did I.
So we were wrestling with Gemma, right?
So you mean Gemma losing?
Listen, real quick, so this goes faster. We were wrestling with Gemma and everyone and Daylon. I beat Daylon, by the way. I beat your ass. You black imaginary asshole.
It's like Fight Club over here.
And Matt walks in and Gemma. I don't know what Gemma said, but Matt starts choking him. But at first, I didn't know what was going on. Matt's choking Gemma from behind.
Oh yeah!
And then after a while, Matt goes. His eyes go red.
Why am I the only one that doesn't remember?
Probably because you blacked out in a fit of rage.
You did black out
Because okay, what happened is Matt didn't want to wrestle Gemma.
Yes.
Gemma kept trying to like provoke you. You're like, fuck it. Anyway, he's like, you start choking him.
I got my favorite moment.
Why do I remember this happening?
Okay,
You were there.
I kind of remember that.
I vaguely remember that.
I remember that.
I got my favorite moment now. Okay, so
Everyone knows Daylon.
If you don't,
Our imagination.
If you don't, you probably weren't there for it.
If we don't, check out on Twitter. They're great. Flipino.
Okay. And Daylon is a person that is like George in a way, who doesn't have much emotion unless it's positive. So, but I was there on the rarest occasion where he flipped out and got angry, and Gemma tried to punch him.
That was great.
So for the people who can't watch this, I'm gonna act it out as I do it. So Gemma thought he was cool and thought he could punch Daylon, and Daylon was like shirtless, obviously,
all the time.
A red guy.
I don't think
like, do it.
I think he owned like 3 shirts.
And right when Gemma went to punch Daylon, he just grabs him, pushes his stomach in, takes Gemma's head, and slams it on the chair. And Gemma's just like. I thought he died. I was ready to like get statements ready.
Officer, he initiated, I
Who
swear.
can't see? Josh is currently at 5 at voted off the island. He has how many burns is that?
A lot.
That's a lot of burns. Burns to Josh is a lot. And
Apparently one statement gave me like 20 of those.
but don't worry, Gemma has the lead with about 20. 24.
To clarify, the
23.
people voted me off thing is about every pun I made.
Yeah.
Have a
Okay.
good.
So here's the personal question.
Wait.
That-
This is gonna highlight.
Okay.
We're almost done. We have
There we go. One.
Okay.
Fond memory of we were all hanging out in Big Bear's room near the end of the year, and for whatever reason, we decided it was a good idea to tie or tape George to a chair.
That's when we were making the movie.
We were
gonna be rock stars.
Those pictures are still on Booker, by the way.
Yeah, they
Chair
are.
in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
We're all sitting there.
And then the police come in.
The police is like walking down the hallway. He looks in the door because it's open. He sees all of us hanging out with like Nerf guns. He can't see George though.
You can't see George tied up blindfolded.
I'm tied up and blindfolded, and I don't know the cops there. Everyone's just like, shh, shh, shh. And so I'm like, okay.
I think the biggest problem was we all looked at you.
Every single one of us was like looking at the cop and then looking at
I couldn't keep a straight face.
And you're just like, You guys, you're being a little loud. You guys might want to tone it down a little bit.
He
Have a
asked,
good night.
he asked me about the Nerf guns. I was like, it's okay with Sergeant Joe. He's like, oh, you're that guy. I was like, yeah.
You're the Nerf gun.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah, that guy.
Humans vs zombies.
Yeah, whatever
Rest of the
happened to
day.
that?
Yeah, what happened
Oh,
to that, Sam?
Oh man, here comes the.
Maury.
All right, moving on.
Personal
Can we move
time.
on? Okay,
Is there anyone else?
Fuck Sam.
so to bring
Wow,
back
asshole.
the subject of that girl that Adam's been asking, what's my question? Because I'm all gonna ask you personal questions. Can I say her name?
I would
At this point, it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna call her Tiffany.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
get
we're
to
going with Tiffany.
That's good.
So this is only for Adam and Josh and Sam. Who is Tiffany?
Wait, what do you mean? Who is
Like who was she? Like how did she come up?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can start that one. 'Cause that was my fault.
And it says
Yeah, it was.
so tell me what happened with the whole thing about Tiffany freshman year.
Okay.
Well, first we had breakfast.
Oh,
That's a vote.
Yes!
Josh is gone.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh man!
I hate this guy.
He's gone.
I'm the winner!
Every time Josh talks during this, just cut him out.
Yeah.
I just feel like planks.
So anyways,
Just dead air.
that all started because she was also in our orientation group during the summer
Oh, yeah.
orientation, and we were talking. It was all cool and whatnot. Well, I guess for some people, maybe not as much others. And then yeah, like the first week of classes, we all met up again. I was like, hey, you should come hang out with all me and my new friends. And she was like, okay.
By the way,
That was a mistake.
And then we were gonna go play
that is
basketball.
Josh's voice for every.
Oh yeah, dodgeball was a lot of fun.
Yo, actually, that's probably one of my best memories because I was
Oh, yeah.
dodging balls
Continue.
forever. So yeah, so anyways, we were hanging out playing dodgeball, and then Jim was like trying to get all close. I'm like, "Thank you, Jim."
Stay out of my territory. Cheater.
Yeah, I think that's how it started.
Yeah. And then what happened?
Here's the thing.
You invited her into a dorm
I
full
think
of
I'm
guys.
the only honest
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, I invited her to the dorm, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, a girl."
Majority didn't have a girl.
Girl.
Yeah, what like who did? It's like
me
you.
and George were the only guys.
Oh yeah,
I
Matt.
had a girl.
That, yeah, that was a thing.
I think it was Matt, Tom, Josh, and me.
Oh yeah, Matt, Tom,
The hatred.
Matt, Tom, Josh, you, Big
I
Man.
hate that guy.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Oh no, so about half.
Yeah, about half.
Still
Still.
about half and half. But still,
But again,
for those who didn't,
Yeah.
mostly.
And then I go, girl.
see, me and Gaylon saw Tiffany and we were like, "That's interesting. I want to see how this plays out."
I check.
Me and Dale just were sitting outside like, yeah.
I want to see who folds first.
Yeah,
I just see-
this is plays out.
I'm just like, oh god, because I see Gemma, and then I see Adam and Sam and Josh, and I'm like, oh god.
that was
This
a
is gonna be
drunken night
horrible.
I'll always remember.
I remember.
Drunken net always remember.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know what was going on.
You guys were freaking out because I kept jumping up on your top bunk,
Yeah.
like jumping up, and you're like, ah, "Are you gonna fall because you're drunk?" and this shit, and I'm just
Oh, yeah.
like, "Why doesn't she like me?"
I think that was one of my best
I thought it was
memories.
because he was fat.
Oh man.
Whoa!
Please put a bird on Sam.
Don't worry,
Can we get another counter?
Adam being a, you need an Adam being a dick counter.
That's a big one right there.
We want Adam being a dick.
George, at the end of this, you can take a picture of those counters and just put that as the image.
I'm
for the-
sorry. It was just right there. And I was looking around the room and I was like, come on, guys.
I don't know.
We should have a dick counter for Adam.
Oh,
Or how many times he's
I
an
don't
asshole.
want to be here anymore.
So, oh, you gotta go talk to Adam about the situation now.
Okay, now Adam, what's your perspective on it all?
I don't want to place this beautiful cider.
The same perspective for everyone. I didn't even know who she was until we went to Price Chopper once and she was there. I was like, okay. and we went to Price Chopper and we got stuff. And then I never saw her again for like a week. And then she came in our room. No, I saw her in Josh's room. And I thought they were going out, so I was like, I don't care. So I walked in, I went out. This was the time where I was hanging out with you guys, but not really hanging out because I just went to the Hawks Nest and played pool. I guess the first thing that really happened though was when she came in my room and she was hanging out with Gemma. She brought over fucking Beer Fest.
Yep, and I hated it. Continue.
You watched 10 minutes of the movie.
Continue the story.
We watched Beer Fest,
Oh,
and then she stayed on my bed instead of Gemma's bed, which was weird because I didn't know who this woman was. Which was weird. And then one weekend she came over and we brought Gemma somewhere, and then he went home, and then she came back over to the dorm. I don't know why. I thought she wanted to get her stuff back, but then I don't know. After a while, we just started talking, and then I thought I liked her. I thought she liked me. Then nothing happened, and then I don't know.
The story of
Yeah.
everyone who I saw it from me and Dale saw it from again. I was thinking, me and Dale saw it from miles away, and we're like,
see, I'm being honest. I really didn't try to get her to like me. I just talked to her, and then it happened, and then I didn't know she was into me until Gemma told me that he was pissed off at me, and in which time I was like, then I won't talk to her. And then after a while, she came back, and then.
And then senior year.
3 years later.
I slept in her dorm once.
There you go.
We played Mario.
That was a
something.
thing.
No, that was Pokemon Stadium at her.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember one time I got stuck over at Leicester.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hung out with her and like 3 other people.
Yeah, remember?
That was weird.
Yeah, we were playing what were we playing? We were playing the Pokemon game.
Yeah. But then there was another time where me,
No, we were
Nate,
playing Mario
Josh, and her angry lesbian
Yes.
Oh man, we went to that
friend
park.
She was super cool.
went to the
She hated
horse
me. I
place.
don't know what to think.
She despised me
Yeah.
for some reason.
Probably because you were straight.
I was the only kooky kid.
And that was just a horrible experience.
Newsflash.
And then my phone died, so I had nothing to do. And me and Nate were just there, and then Josh was trying to do something. I don't know what he was trying to do. And
Oh
and
man.
then, yeah.
This is gonna be a
He learned,
fun-
like,
What time are we at? Does that say a time?
Yeah.
It says 52 minutes.
52 minutes. So,
We still gotta go on.
I have more questions, but
We can always come back to
We
this,
can- I
'cause
can always
remember
make
Adam
different parts.
reinvigorated it.
I
this
mean, you
year.
can always cut up in a part. You're
Yeah.
how to
Yeah,
cut
Remember
parts.
you
You let you
reinvigorated
get a
this year
director's
before break
yeah.
Yeah, if you're getting
Oh,
cut in the
the
parts.
Photoshop
Yeah,
lessons.
That's probably what I'll do.
Of layers.
It can be up to 3 hours.
Oh! Yeah, I mean, Tiffany came back, but I don't know
Oh.
why she left again. I really don't. I thought we. When I
Kind of
thought we
glad she's
had,
gone forever.
Yeah. Remember we were in
the
her class?
difference is I didn't leave with a bad taste.
No, the
in
funny
my
thing
mouth.
was she
Because-
invited us to go skiing with her when we came back.
Yeah, but I think that's.
I
just-
wasn't invited.
But that's just what white people do. They always invite you skiing.
I've
never invited anyone
I'm gonna tell you
skiing.
this:
Skiing.
bunch of girls asked.
Charlie,
me,
have
"Wanna
you
go
invited
skiing?" I'm
people
like,
skiing?
"No, Puerto Rico."
I don't know what that is.
I think that's just all
Wanna go
Gemma's
skiing?
friends.
In California?
Probably.
Oh yeah, cool.
Let's go skiing.
I guess.
I actually
They're
wasn't
Next
skiing.
question was-
They're going to California. You act like you're like,
I know.
"Skiing in California."
No, I mean like
Yeah.
Let's go ski in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
on the beach.
I think the problem
So
was
the next 2 questions
I
were
talked.
for Big Bear and Charlie, but Charlie already answered.
I don't know what I do.
And
I think
Big
it was
Bear
the whole
already
layers
too.
speech.
What was
Yeah.
the question though?
Yo, layers are
Big Bear's
important.
question was, tell
Remember
me
you-
about
We're
your
gonna say,
first
like,
restaurant
onions.
that moved in halfway
Yeah,
through.
right.
Oh.
Ugh,
He already answered
onions.
that. Charlie's was, how did you get meet us? And he already
Oh
answered.
yeah.
So,
I did
on
meet
to
her
the next
friends and
question.
they loved me.
Who were your roommates sophomore year? This is the next one.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Are we gonna go through the years?
That was a
Yep,
fun year.
we're going
actually.
through
Oh
the
man,
years.
this is gonna be the
Okay.
longest
We're taking a
video.
trip
It's gonna be
through
a
4-hour memory
You better release this as an episode.
Me,
Yeah,
Yeah, I am.
Me,
Yeah, like,
Well then,
freshman
create
year.
an ending for each one.
Okay, and that's the end of part 2.
Part what?
God damn it,
That's it. Oh, it's part 2 already. All right, I'm out.
Just cut it right there.
and that's the end of part 1. To flip to part 2, please flip over the cassette.
Flip to part 2.
Flip the monitor up.
Flip to monitor.
Play this in reverse.
Wait,
Okay.
Please plug your headphones into the
What?
microphone part.
I don't know.
He ran away.
I don't know.
You know Big Bear, he just leaves.
And I was saying, oh god, I'll
All
be
right,
back.
so
It
Break.
might have something to do with breakfast.
Should we stop it?
Yeah.
I think it's all this diet soda.